Veteran Congress leader and former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Digvijay Singh is all set to take on the BJP in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections from Bhopal, a constituency considered the BJP's bastion over the last 20 years. In an exclusive interview to the Quint, Singh talks about the Balkot airstrikes, the alliance politics within Congress and why the Grand Alliance is preferred over the NDA.
2004 में आपको ले जाता हूँ। समाजवादी अलग लड़ी थी, बहुजन समाज पार्टी अलग लड़ी थी, कांग्रेस अलग लड़ी थी। लेकिन 2004 में जब सरकार बनी तो तीनों पार्टियों ने मिलकर समझौता करके सरकार चलाई, 10 साल तक चलाई। तो ये इस पर फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है। पोस्ट 2019 रिजल्ट्स में भी समझौता हो सकता और होगा।
Will the BJP field Shivraj Singh Chauhan against Digvijay Singh? Stay tuned to the Quint to catch all the live updates. After BJP patriarch Advani's name was excluded from the candidate list, veteran BJP leader Murli Manohar Joshi has come out and said that he has been told that he will not be contesting the Lok Sabha elections. In a letter addressed to Kanpur voters, he said that he's been told that he'll not contest from Kanpur or elsewhere. Between 2009 and 2014, Joshi was elected from the Varanasi constituency, from where Prime Minister Narendra Modi went on to contest in 2014 and will be contesting in 2019. For the last 8 days, students of the Jawaharlal Nehru University here in Delhi have been protesting against the various new norms that the university has come up with, including the online entrance exams and the delinking of MPhil PhD programs, among others. The Quint's Garvita spoke to some of the protesting students and here's what they had to say.
आज हम इस हंगर स्ट्राइक पे पिछले 8 दिनों से बैठे हैं क्योंकि जिस तरह का एक एडमिशन पॉलिसी में चेंज किया गया है, बहुत सारे जो गरीब तबके से लोग आते हैं, जो गाँव से लोग आते हैं, वो इस कैंपस में नहीं आ पाएंगे। इस तरह का वाइस चांसलर द्वारा एक प्लान किया जा रहा है और उसके खिलाफ हम यहाँ पे बैठे हैं। आपको बताना चाहेंगे कि एक ऑनलाइन एंट्रेंस एग्ज़ाम उन्होंने किया है। मैं ये पूछना चाहूँगी कि मतलब डिजिटल इंडिया बहुत हो रहा है, क्या आज भी सारे स्कूल में कंप्यूटर हैं? क्या लोग कंप्यूटर हैंडल कर सकते हैं? क्या पब्लिक जो स्कूल्स है वहाँ पे लोगों के पास एक्सेसिबिलिटी है कंप्यूटर की?
JNU Vice Chancellor Jagdish Kumar claimed that several students broke into his house on campus and confined his wife for several hours. Not only the students but the Delhi police have also refuted this claim after investigation.
You see, this evening I was away in some official meeting outside JNU, and I came to know around 5:45 or 6 o'clock that there was a huge gathering of 400 or 500 students in front of my home, and they pushed around the security guards, broke open the gate and entered the home, and my wife was alone at that time, and you can imagine the situation of a lonely lady at home being surrounded by 400-500 sloganeering students.
Memories of the 4th match in the Indian Premier League is not going to fade anytime soon. And that's not because the Kings 11 Punjab won over the Rajasthan Royals, but because of a certain dismissal. Now, this is the first ever instance of a cricketer mankading another in the Indian Premier League. Now, was Ravichandran Ashwin right in doing what he did, or does he deserve to be condemned? Let's talk to Quinties to find out.
When it comes to the question of ethics, we have to see that ODI and T20s especially have skewed the game grotesquely in favor of batsmen, whereas when a bowler oversteps, he's not only giving 1 run as penalty and have to bowl the ball again, but batsman also gets something like a free hit, which is an extra penalty which is unfair to the bowler.
There's no question about the legality of mankading because it's in the laws of cricket, and laws of cricket are there to protect the spirit of the game, so it's all right. But I just want to focus on what happened last night. See, whether Ashwin was right or wrong, that's a futile debate because he was within the laws of the game, whatever he was doing. But a very important point was raised by one of the commentators, like when the third umpire was checking, there's no question that he was out of the crease. Another thing that the third umpire should have checked was the bowling stance of Ashwin, whether he was anyway. Somehow I feel that Ashwin never wanted to finish his run up. He was never going to bowl that ball.
Delhi Congress President Sheila Dikshit addressed a press conference where she was expected to announce the party's decision regarding the alliance with Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi for the upcoming 2019 Lok Sabha elections. However, no announcement was made pertaining to the alliance, but she said that we will let you know when it is decided. Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad was greeted by chants of "Go Back" from supporters of businessman and BJP leader R.K. Sinha at the Patna airport. This was over Prasad getting the ticket for the Patna Sahib seat. Veteran actor and former Samajwadi Party MP Jayaprada joined the Bharatiya Janata Party just days before the first phase of polling in the Lok Sabha elections. Notably, this is the 5th political party that Jayaprada is joining. For latest news and updates, log on to thequint.com. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.